everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's Coach Woods, and we're diving right back into our Chicago Bears franchise in Madden 26. The energy is high, the team is focused, and this week, we're facing a monumental challenge as we head to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. This isn't just any matchup, it's a true test of our defense. The Eagles boast one of the league's most explosive offenses. And at the heart of it all is Saquon Barkley, the undisputed top rusher in the NFL. His ability to break tackles, find open lanes, and turn any play into a game changer is something we've been preparing for all week. Can our Bears defense find a way to contain him? Can we limit the big plays and force them into predictable situations? That's the question on everyone's mind. We've been grinding in practice, refining our schemes, and instilling the discipline needed to go toe-to-toe with a team of this caliber. It's about executing our game plan, playing smart football, and leaving everything we have on the field. This is what franchise mode is all about. The tough decisions, the nail-biting games, and the journey to build a championship team. Before we get into the action, a quick note. All the content you see here, including the game itself and all its assets, is owned by EA Sports. We're just here to share our passion for sports gaming and this incredible franchise. Now, let's see if Coach Woods and the Bears can pull off a huge upset in Philly. Thanks for joining us, and if you're enjoying the ride, consider following along for more Madden adventures.
After a great trio of games on Thanksgiving yesterday, we've got Friday football to tide you over here as we join you from Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today we continue on with John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend, and we have got a good one in store, folks. It's the Bears and the Eagles in the NFC on EA Sports. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys, losers of 2 straight, hoping to get back on track here. His counterpart on the Eagles sideline, Nick Sirianni. His guys ready to kick things off on this Black Friday. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down. The Bears had 7-4 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and that's worked them to play really well here.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Swift going to try up the middle. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
A gain of 12. First down, Bears.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. By the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. That time, a 6-play drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he must increase that in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
This one complete down the field to Goddard. Yeah, he takes this one down almost all the way. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They juked him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league. And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. We're back here in Philadelphia for this Black Friday game, a tradition that was instituted back in 2023, part of what folks call John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend. And Big John, of course, meant so much to us here at EA Sports, and also to so many of you who spent your holidays listening to him call games in Detroit and Dallas all those years. So Charles and I just want to acknowledge and celebrate the legacy of the great, and I put that in all caps, the great John Madden. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Complete. Smith has him. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Motion left, Smith. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as he's up to the 47.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
180.
Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run with Barkley and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44. To the air, Williams. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. You look at this Eagle defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trim in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving.
Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Once again, it's Swift. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd down and a yard. Now a carry for Swift. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Throwing is Williams. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Charlie Kohler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by Charlie Kohler's touchdown catch. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. That's complete on the bubble screen. That's Smith. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And as a play caller running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run right here with Swift.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run here with Swift.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Ready, set.
To throw, it's Williams. Over the middle, connecting with Kohler.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
Ready, set.
Here's Swift.
And he's into the end zone.
And Bears. DeAndre Swift with a 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And out now come the Eagles. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
A gain of 5.
2 minutes remaining in this football.
32-yard line.
2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's looking like another 3-and-out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit. We're not even at halftime.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. The Chicago offense set to get started. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
We'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Nolan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. To throw, Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I like the thinking there because right after
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I like the thinking there because right after the call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them, able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt given 3 on the return. And it will be Eagles football 1st and 10. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll throw now on the final play. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddies.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Hope you're having a great Thanksgiving weekend, everyone. Enjoying this Black Friday football. Let's get into it. Our trip around the league starts now. It begins up in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on the Bengals in the AFC North. And here comes Derrick Henry. He's going to scamper 31 yards to the house. Touchdown. The Ravens win a wild one. Defense optional here. They go on to get the victory. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys as they host the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's a guy who played his prep ball 20 minutes from here, Rashee Rice. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. One last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions taking on the Packers. And it's David Montgomery. He's going to take this one in, 7 yards on the rushing touchdown. With that, we take a look at the rest of what's going on here in week number 13. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
The 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now a 2nd and 2. They go play action with Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith.
And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he's up to the 43.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Second down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 65 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Now a toss right to Barkley. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Good, set.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.